we found a great partner called Stash House. We did an initial agreement with them for Missouri, and I might mention Missouri is now one of our top performing states, just rapid growth. And when we find a good partner, we really double down and work with them even more. And so Stash House is our partner with these new states.
All right, welcome back inside our Proactive newsroom. And joining me now is John Kueber. He is the CEO of Nevis Brands. And John, it's great to see you again. How are you?
Great to see you, Steve. I'm well. Happy New Year.
Yeah, happy New Year to you as well. And starting off with some more news out about your Major brand and these Shots THC Beverage line that you have. So let's remind everyone a little bit about Major and more importantly, that these shots that are doing so well.
Yeah, so we produce a cannabis beverage called Major. It's one of the leading cannabis beverage brands in the US. We've been active in about 10 states, and our model is to continue to license this brand with other leading producers to get it in the market quickly, and we collect royalties off of that brand. It allows us to also expand really quickly through this licensing model. So Major is a 2-ounce beverage and a 6-ounce beverage. Traditionally, we focused on selling the 6-ounce beverage, which you can sort of picture almost the same size as a typical soft drink. But what we found is that consumers wanted to consume this 100 milligrams of cannabis more efficiently and more quickly. And so we introduced these shots, these 2-ounce shots in Washington a couple years ago, and we found that this format is really popular, and we focused on expanding that.
Yeah. So you mentioned Washington, Oregon, Missouri, Mississippi. Now we're looking at New Jersey, Oklahoma, Colorado. This process that you have is an exciting one, and now expecting more sales with these 3 new states.
Yeah, it's great momentum we have in terms of the expansion, and part of the reason we've been able to do that is we found a great partner called Stash House. We did an initial agreement with them for Missouri, and I might mention Missouri is now one of our top performing states, just rapid growth. And when we find a good partner, we really double down and work with them even more. And so Stash House is our partner with these new states of New Jersey and Oklahoma. And we announced these deals, I believe it was early November. So it's really record time that we're able to get production going, get testing done, go through all the hoops in terms of approvals with each state regulatory board, and be in market within 2 months and producing revenue. So yeah, we're excited about the momentum this can build for our royalty revenue and our revenues in 2025.
Yeah, in fact, you're hoping to have some of that revenue captured right in Q1 as well, right? Because it'll be a couple of months that these are operating.
It will. It'll reflect in Q1. Our Q1 ends in February. Usually the first month or two is not the biggest months.
Sure.
See things start to kick in sort of 6 months down the road, like we're seeing it in Missouri right now. But nonetheless, it's additive to what we're doing and an additive to the growth that we're also having in Washington State. I think we also just announced a fantastic Q4 that really happened because of December momentum. We think consumers are starting to choose cannabis over alcohol with their holiday libations. And so yeah, some great momentum with these states, and it is going to hit in terms of our Q1 revenue.
John, the process has always been, because it's regulated state by state, as we've talked about in the past. Do you see anything like that changing and federal legalization in the US with the new Trump administration? Is that something that you're hearing from the people that you talk to?
Yeah, we're not counting on any massive regulatory change by Trump within the next year or two. I mean, there might be some changes in the law, but in terms of the dynamic in the market, we believe it still is going to be state by state. But a very important change in the market that has happened that we probably don't have enough time to cover today is the emergence of hemp-derived and D9, Delta-9 based beverages. These are beverages and products, gummies as well, that use federal legal hemp to derive THC and create products. And we do have one of those products in market, the Major Shots, of course. And we've sold Major in actually 20 other states beyond the 10 where we're regulated using our hemp-derived Delta-9 product. Again, longer topic for another day, Steve, but I think the dynamic is that hemp-derived beverages may drive some form of regulatory and legalization. But in the meantime, cannabis is becoming more and more acceptable, more and more available. And producers like ourselves, we're not really waiting for the federal government. You just can't plan your business around it.
Absolutely. Makes a lot of sense. John, thanks so much. Good update and good to see you as well.
Thanks for having me, Steve. Appreciate it.
All right. John Kueber, the CEO of Nevis Brands.